About 13 years ago, a white dude playing a dude disguised as a black dude said, "You never go full retard." And that is exactly what Western society has seemed to do. How poetic. Today we'll be talking about a German DJ who attacked BTS and who is falsely accused of racism. And how it's not okay to have exotic dark skin unless your ancestors have been oppressed. That's all coming up right now on Fooch TV. What's up, guys? Fooch from Fooch TV. Our first story today is about a German DJ and BTS. Let's have a look at this story. Bayern 3, a radio station, you guessed it, Bayern, aka Bavaria, aka the middle of nowhere Germany, is home to no other than German DJ Matthias Matuschik. After playing BTS's new cover of Coldplay's Fix You, Matuschik said their version of the song was blasphemy and said that BTS was like some crappy virus that hopefully we'll have a vaccine for soon as well. Now, as you can imagine, this insulting comment to BTS and their cover, how can it jump to a racist comment? Well, that's very easy because we are in the year 2021 and any discrimination or any criticism against anyone who's not white, of course, is automatically racist, regardless if it's even about their race or not. So we have some let's actually he actually came back and had this explanation. The radio station said Matuschik was presenting his opinion in an ironic, exaggerated way and with exaggerated excitement. His words went too far and hurt the feelings of BTS fans. But, and he has assured us of this, he's assured us of this, in no way intended his racism. He went on to say that he has a very lovely Hyundai car, and therefore, because he has a Hyundai car, he is not racist, although I don't know if that is necessarily true. I can for sure say that this comment was definitely not racism, so you guys need to chill. But let's hear about some of the great and wonderful reactions from some other celebrities. I am horrified to read the comments made by Matthias Matuschik, Hasley wrote in a note on her Instagram stories Friday night, February 26. Racism and xenophobia cannot be thinly veiled as on-air humor. Irresponsible and disgusting statements in a time where hate speech and violent behavior towards Asian communities are skyrocketing. This is unacceptable. I hope a better apology to BTS and the Asian communities across the world is on its way. You know what? Hey, Hasley, whatever your name is, it's not Haley, it's Hasley. Halsey. I was horrified when I saw that your music videos where you were barely clothed at all, and how youth around the world are seeing these videos, and it's a terrible example, and you're being a bad role model for young girls everywhere. I was horrified by your video, but I'm not going out on Twitter and making a big deal about it. In fact, I seriously would like to know how this is racist. This guy is a hater. He's a hater. He hates BTS. I mean, I personally like BTS. I'm not part of ARMY. I think some of their songs are good, but you know, if you hate BTS, you hate BTS. I mean, there are haters. For everything that somebody likes, there's also someone that hates it, and that's fine. But to say that this is racism, he didn't say that BTS started Corona or Corona was to blame, or BTS should be blamed for the coronavirus. He just said that BTS is like a virus because BTS is spreading across the world, similarly to how Corona has spread across the world. BTS is very infectious. They're the number one group in the entire world, and him being in the music industry, I'm sure he has to listen to BTS's songs and BTS's news a lot, and he probably thought that the cover of the song was the last straw. Now, I heard the song, and again, I like, BT, they have good voices, and some of their songs are catchy. However, this cover of the Coldplay song, it was like going to Norebang on a Friday night. I mean, you could tell that, their accents were still there. Why did they need to cover their song? I mean, they can cover the song if they want to, and if people like the fact that they covered that song, then good for them, but there's criticism is allowed. And to say that this comment against the band is racist is just absolutely insane. Let's go on to another comment. Absolutely unacceptable the way radio host Matthias Matuschik speaks hate and racism in general, let alone to my brothers. EDM cheese manufacturer Steve Aoki tweeted on Saturday, February 27th, I stand with BTS to condemn hate of any kind and stop this prejudice wherever we can. We must stand together, spread love, not hate. I disagree. Haters gonna hate. I love hating myself. Again, if it was a racist remark, then there's no room for that anywhere. You know, I understand that in some areas around the world, racism has increased towards Asian as a result of China the coronavirus coming from China, and many people's lives being ruined as a result of it. Many people lost their jobs. Many people had lost family members. I've heard some cases of people losing almost their entire family to the virus. And of course, it's not Chinese people's fault. It's the government's fault. And we shouldn't be racist towards anyone. We shouldn't be racist to anyone, period. However, again, this comment is not a racist comment towards Asians. This is hate towards BTS. And, many people back in the day hated Backstreet Boys. Many people hated NSYNC. Haters gonna hate, and let them hate. As long as they're not being racist, it's fine. And once again, I cannot beat this horse dead enough, but this was not racist. One more comment. Ugh. I just heard that clip of the radio presenter, Zara Larsson, said on Twitter, first of all, you done effed up the second you mentioned BTS. Armies don't play like that. And I hope you never sleep peacefully again knowing you ruined your career over being racist. I stand with my friends. By the way, I had to look up. I know who Steve Aoki is a big fan of electronic music, proper electronic music, not EDM cheese. But I had to see if Steve Aoki actually had any connection with BTS, and apparently he did remix one of their songs, so I guess he does know them and can consider them his brothers, because I guess they worked together. And I also looked up Zara Larsson, who I've never heard before, to see if she actually knew BTS instead of just virtue signaling. And apparently she did also do a song with BTS. So I don't know if BTS actually likes her, but okay, maybe they're your friends. Oh, she went on to say this is a bigger issue than one racist radio host speaking about BTS. This is about racism against Asian and xenophobia. We must all speak out, which is a bare minimum to show people like him that words have consequences. And I completely agree with half of what you're saying. We should speak up against real racism. Real racism. Keyword, real racism. We should not speak up against something that's not racist and call it racist just to ruin a man's career. And by the way, Zara Larsson, I said that right. Zara Larsson, no connection with Zara, the clothing brand, said, I hope you will never sleep peacefully again. Can you imagine that? If you dislike a group and you make a comment on air about how you dislike the group, that another person who likes that group wishes you never sleep peacefully ever again? Meaning the rest of your life is ruined because you didn't like what they liked? What madness are we currently living in? And now, a new thing to Fuji TV, this.
And now, it's time for the Fuji TV Shut the Heck Up prize. Shut the heck up.
Yes, here at Fuji TV, we've created a brand new prize. A brand new prize. Brand new prize, that is right. Brand new. Yes, here at Fuji TV, we created a brand new prize, the Shut the Heck Up prize. This prize is awarded to anyone who needs to shut the heck up, and our very first Shut the Heck Up prize is awarded to, and trust me, there were many contenders in for today's nominations, but the winner is none other than Amal Abdul Kadir. Okay, I got that right. And why does she win the prize? Well, women's lingerie brand Badblood, located here in South Korea, was forced to apologize for darkening the skin of one of their models. In a recent Instagram post, the brand offered its sincere apologies and asked for the benefit of the doubt after taking down the controversial post. By increasing the contrast between our clothes and that of the model, we unfortunately thought our clothes would look even better, the company said. And then this is what Abdul Kadir had to say. I had a mix of emotions ranging from shock, anger, and disbelief and frustration because I thought brands would do better than fake somebody's skin color when there are many beautiful and talented black models all over Korea who work with other brands, the 25-year-old teacher in London wrote in tweets. I don't know how I don't even know how she knows how many beautiful and talented black models are in Korea, but apparently there are many, according to her. At first I was like, oh, they finally used a black model, she told the Korean Herald, which they have no obligation to do if they don't want to do that. It's their company and it's not your country, it's their country. Then I looked closer at the picture and noticed the tattoos on the model looked similar to another one of their models, and that picture had been heavily edited or airbrushed. And then she put on her deduction hat. I then went and looked at their post and compared the tattoos from the same model with another post and was shocked to find out that it was the same model. Abdul Kadir said the act of pretending to be black or mixed race using hairstyles and makeup. Okay, hairstyles as well. You can't use. I guess now there are certain hairstyles and makeup you can't use unless you're a certain color. Is also known as black fishing, first time I've heard of that term, and is very harmful to black people. Okay, well, it seems that Abdul Kadir is now also the official spokesperson of all black people in the world, so that's good to know. Going on to what she said, it is harmful and offensive to black people because it capitalizes off of the exotic looks of historically oppressed minorities, and that is what Badblood was doing here, essentially, by darkening their model's skin to sell a product. I like what she said that it capitalizes the exotic looks off of a oppressed race. See, I don't know what that means. I don't know why the word exotic and historically oppressed have to do with each other, but apparently they do. Which means apparently in order to look exotic or to have exotic looks, your ancestors had to have been historically oppressed. Well, Abdul Kadir, let me tell you, Koreans have been historically oppressed by the Japanese. Today is March 1st, actually, which is a public holiday here in Korea celebrating the first resistance against Japanese colonization. So, Koreans were oppressed, but can they have dark skin then? Maybe not oppressed enough. There are many models trying to make their skin white as well. Not just models walking around, wearing whitening cream and wearing umbrellas in the sun to make sure they don't get tanned, but in many magazines or online, their skin is airbrushed to be whiter. Does that give me the right to walk up to them and say, hey, what are you doing? Your skin color should not be white. My skin color is white. Your skin color should be yellow. So you take that white cream off your skin, get in the sun, and get yellow. How ridiculous would that sound? Well, let me tell you, that sounds just as ridiculous as Miss Abdul Kadir. What the heck she's saying here. Which is why she needs to shut the heck up. Because not only is she upset, but she mentioned that she has not received an apology, which means she would like to have an apology from the brand. Which means that maybe this is a sign that our world is just way too peaceful nowadays. If seeing this picture of a model who had their skin darkened a little bit, probably because one, the agency thought they can get a cheaper price by just darkening the skin by using the same model, or two, didn't want to have to deal with foreigners because that's a thing. You know, Koreans are shy when it comes to foreigners. Maybe they think that the foreigners can't speak Korean. Maybe the model agency can't speak English. And it's just easier for them to deal with Koreans. This happens all the time in many industries. Koreans like working with Koreans, not just here in Korea, but all over the world. This behavior can be found. So there are many other reasons before racism for why they darkened this woman's skin. And by the way, if she naturally darkened her skin, would that be acceptable? Would that be okay, Abdul Kadir? If she sat in the sun all day and got a tan, a very dark tan, would she then be allowed to be the model for this brand? Or no, she's not oppressed enough. So again, congratulations, Miss Abdul Kadir. You win the very first ever Fooch TV Shut the Heck Up. Whew. We've had a lot of nonsense today on this show. Let me know what you guys think. As always, if you think I'm racist, sexist, a bigot, alt-right, anything, give me that thumbs down or unsubscribe to the channel, block the channel, whatever you can do to get this off of your front page. However, if you do have a little bit of sanity remaining and you actually agreed with my ideas in the video, go ahead and make sure to give a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm currently in the process of researching the second part of my Drugs in Korea miniseries. Hopefully filming will be done this weekend so we can start getting the editing done and hopefully get that out to you within a week, 2 weeks tops. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about today's video. And until next time, I'll see you then.